Yo, what's good, people? Welcome to the channel where we talk about music licensing, music production, and music business. If you love any of the previously mentioned, be sure to subscribe so you can stay up to date on all my latest content and hit that bell icon. Hit that bell icon so you know exactly when that new content drops. Shout out to everybody in the stream, man. Let me know where you guys are from. Let me know what you do. I want to see who's in the building. We're back for another live music review tonight. Super excited, as always, to dig into some new music and listen to some dope music from y'all, man. Last week was crazy fire. And yeah, it was hard for people to pick an MVP last week. So let's see what's going to happen this week. So let me see who's in the building, man. We got WR Keys. I see you. What's good? Christopher Butler. Michael Connor Music is in the building. Says, let's get ready to rumble. Let's go. G5 Productions. What's good, bro? Newborn Odyssey from Toronto, Canada. We got Mick Shea in the building. Philly Sync artist. Love it. John Power from Louisville, Kentucky. What's good, John? Hope all is well. Who else do we have in the building? For the new people coming in, welcome. If you're a first time, welcome. Drop a fire emoji if this is your first time in the stream. Let me see you. Excello, what's good? Good to see you back in the stream. Alvin Alexander is back from New York, songwriter, composer. Michael Connor is a sync producer from the UK, now in Vancouver, Canada. He's all over the place. Brian Keith Rogers, excuse me, I'm choking. Brian Keith Rogers is in the building. What's good, Brian? Welcome back. Yeah, definitely shout out to Toronto, man. A lot of dope talent in Toronto. Shout out to my Canadian people, some of the nicest people on the planet. You can fight me if you want to, but they're just super nice people, and I love Canadians. Yo, Samoda Sounds, what's good? It's Neems from Tennessee. Shout out to Tennessee. I drive through Tennessee to get back home, and it's pretty cool. Actually, I'll be in Tennessee next month, actually. So shout out to Tennessee. Was just in Tennessee, what, about a month ago? 2 months ago? Something like that. We was in Chattanooga for a minute. Lamar is chiming in from Dayton tonight. Lamar, last week LW was like, yo, Lamar must be on tour because he's in a different city every week. This week he's in Dayton. What's good, Lamar? Good to see you. Herb is in the building. Super dope. I love it, man. All right, let's get to the music. Drop the fire emojis if y'all ready to start digging into this new music for this week. Let's see what we have, man. Let me pull this playlist up. I'm excited. A lot of dope submissions. Let's go. Let me see the fire emojis. London's in the building. ASMR Pink. What's good? Brian, the first one to drop the fire emoji. So Brian is ready. Yo, I had like a little bit of coffee, and I'm hoping that it's just enough to where I can actually get some sleep tonight. But we'll see. I don't know. All right, y'all. I'm seeing fire. So let's get it going. All right. Walk in the Park is what's up first. And it's by Chris Butler. Is Chris Butler in the building? Shout out to Chris. This is Walk in the Park. Uh-oh, wait a minute. We got a Chris Butler said play the second one. Let me see. I don't see it. The second one. Here we go. This is the second one. We're going to play the second one. My bad, John. Let's go. Chris was like, yo, stop that now. Get my seat right. No doubt, man. We got you. I can hear the difference in the mix on this one. I like this one. It's like it's mellow, it's laid back. See how it ends. That's not too bad. I would probably create another mix with the saxophone turned down a little bit more, and that's so that it's not overpowering with the with any dialogue that's going on. Because the way, like, if I was mixing this as an instrumental, like, then I would keep it the volume of the sax where it is now, because the sax is kind of like, you know, like the soloist and the star when it comes in. But for the sake of TV, they may ask you for, you know, that sax to be tucked down a little bit, maybe, possibly, I don't know. Sometimes they will, but outside of that, I think the mix was cool. I'll probably turn up the risers a little bit. Maybe turn the choir oohs or ahs down just a touch. But I think this one has potential, especially with the different sections that you have. And I like the way you named it, like Walk in the Park. I think it's appropriate. LW says definitely good for hold music. Indeed. Like, yo, that's like somebody has to make this music that we hear all over the place, from holding to riding on stuff to shopping. Like, seriously, that's a great point. Hold please for the next representative. I was on hold today for entirely way too long, by the way. Shout out to E-Trade. That was kind of, yeah, that was annoying, but there was hold music there. I got to figure out where you go to do that. Like, I don't know. I don't think that's like music libraries. Like, I think that's like, it has to be some specialty something. I'm gonna figure it out, and I'm gonna let y'all know when I do. A very mellow tune, easy going. Yeah, super easy going. Elevator, hold music. I could see it being used in just some I can see it being used like in a scene where somebody's like talking or narrating or something like that. I can hear that. I can hear documentary type uses as well. So yeah, I'm not mad at that, man. Shout out to Chris Butler for sharing that. So yeah, hopefully that helps. Let's go. All right, next up, we got G-Fi. I seen G-Fi. G-Fi's in the building. Let's get it. Muzak. Thank you. I like this, G-Fi. I like it. It's open. Kim is in the building. Yeah, this sports all day, Shay. Yep. Highlight music. Yeah, this joint's dope. Akila's rocking with it. Let's go. The only thing that stuck out, let me make sure. This part, I'm hearing like some like staticky sound. Like I don't know if you had like a vintage tape plug-in or something on there, or just some like some analog plug-in, but it sounds a little scratchy here. I don't know if that was intentional or not, but maybe clean that up. But outside of that, man, the structure's there. The structure's perfect. I think this one is I think this one's ready to go, man. I can hear this getting synced all over the place. Sports, reality, yeah, dope stuff. G5, I hear you. Let's go. What's going on here? Okay, there we go. Yeah, it's ready. It's ready. Michael Connor says it is definitely clean. It is dope. If they're on, where are those horn patches from? Yeah, those some nice horns. How about them Rams? For sure. Yo, shout out to my guy Daraj. Actually, he has some music. They're like playing at Rams games. So he's killing it, man. Y'all need, if you guys are artists, if there's any artists in this joint, follow just Daraj, Deraj on Instagram. He teaches artists how to do what he's doing, and that is killing it in sync as an artist. So yeah, make sure y'all follow him. Yep, sports all day. Yeah, let's go. All right, let's go. Boxing vibes. I can hear that too. Yo, did y'all see Creed 3? They coming out with a Creed 3. I'm excited about that. Creed 3, and I'm excited about the new Black Panther. So that should be dope. All right, let's go. Willpower is next. Commercial drive. Like this. Ooh, the way that cut off was not clean. So if we can clean that up, that would be good. I would turn the snare up, just some mixing things. A little bit of distortion on the low end. That kick is kind of spicy, and you got the low sub going on down there. So just cleaning that up. And then I would probably create a version without the bells, kind of like they would call like a narrative version, just to have something a little less busy and melodic, and create more of a bed. So that's what I would do with that, just tweaking the mixes. But I think the structure is cool. I think it has a nice energy to it, a nice vibe. I can hear this on a few different things. The bells though also kind of give it holiday vibes a little bit. So those could definitely work to your advantage for sure. Let's see. Lamar Webster says, I hear that for a car commercial, shopping commercial, Target commercial. One of those chords might be too far out. It come back, but it kind of takes you out the mood, in my opinion. I think I know which chord you're referring to. Chord arrangement is fire. Michael says a friend of mine from church is in Black Panther 2 and featured in a Lexus ad. That's super fire. Shout out to Lexus, the engine that just keeps on running. Lexus and Toyota. But wouldn't the sync guy be able to take the bell stems out? It depends on how they ask you to send it. So, sometimes some companies will off rip ask you for the full version and then ask you for a narrative version, which if I was creating a narrative version, the bells coming out would be a part of that version. Maybe another sound, just depends on what all is going on in the track. But it depends on how you create your stems too, because if you create stems and there's no, say bells only mix, then, the editor wouldn't be able to take it out. And that's kind of the whole point of creating stems, is that so they have that flexibility. So anytime I'm creating stems, I definitely make sure I create one either with, I make sure I create one with the melody, and then I'll make sure, I'll have another one that's just the melody if they want to add it back in or whatever. So really, really depends on the company though. They all have different ways of accepting stuff. Michael Connor has a very picky note. The organ needs the higher drawbars brought down a tad, warm it up a little, mellow it out. That's the organist talking right there. All my organists know what he's talking about with those drawbars, man. Those drawbars, man. Once you it took me a minute to get used to the organ. When growing up, I didn't like it. I was like a piano keyboard guy, but then I learned about those drawbars, and it just changed the game. Shout out to the drawbars. All right, y'all, let's go. No doubt. All right, let's keep it moving. Let's see what else we got. We got my guy Brian Keith Rogers. Dope choir strings revised. Let's go. B. Dramatic. I would either turn the snare up or layer the snare, or find a snare that hits harder. And then move your hi-hats to the left or right a little bit. Yo. I like that. I like the vibe of this. I could hear this on I could hear it on some, on some more sad, dramatic scenes. Yeah, pluck strings were nice. I would create a version without the vocals as well. I think that would create a super duper nice emotional kind of vibe, and create one without drums, just a mix with no drums. Cause this this is really, it could be really, really versatile. A version with no drums, a version without the choir joints. But yeah, the piano playing is super dope. Love the progressions, love the strings. Yeah, sounds like suspense to me. Indeed, I agree. Video game, is that vocal a loop or was it recorded? We're not sure. We have to ask Brian. Let us know, Brian. It sounds like it was played and it was just like a sound from an instrument. I hear a rim shot layered with that snare will cut through on the second beat of the bar nicely. Yes, that'll give it that a nice little snap, crackle, and pop. Gives me a video game music vibe. Somebody, yeah, that's like the second time somebody said video game. So that would be dope. Make sure that joint is nice and loopable for a video game. So yeah, dope stuff, man. Keep it up, Brian. Thank you for all the input. Spitfire Choir, nice. I'm gonna have to check that out. Spitfire makes some really strong stuff for those looking for some nice plugins for orchestral stuff. All right, let's keep it moving. I'm loving it. This Sunday. This is from Marlon Lewis. The low end can be tweaked just a bit. Maybe just turn either the kick or the 808 down a little bit. It's kind of clipping. Now it's not. So it's when that 808 and kick is hitting at the same time. It's a nice vibe. Yeah, nice ending. Yo, shout out to Marlon Lewis. So yeah, I would make that adjustment on the low end with your kick and your 808. Let me see. I think you have. So the second half of that second verse, I would probably add, I don't know, some type, another instrument or melody or something, just to make it build a little bit more, going into the second hook. Maybe add some additional instrumentation for that final hook. But yeah, I'm not mad at this. I like the length. I like the structure. I like the vibe. Piano's nice and strong. So yeah, I think this one definitely has potential to get placed. Let me see what the people talking about. Universal King, what's good? Rocking with it. Musicians friends need some more switch ups. 808 is slightly distorted, however, a chill mellow tune. Agreed. Spitfire is in the cart. Yeah, man, some pretty cool stuff. The vibe is there for sure. I invert the C chord before the F major 7. There you go. Sir Shedrick, what's good, Shedrick? Says add a lead synth. That would be dope to add, especially on the final hook to really drive it home. Yeah, that would be dope. So yeah, shout out to Marlon, man. Thanks for submitting this and sharing it with us. Super dope. I was about to say something. I completely forgot what it was. Yeah, I forgot. All right, we got Will Marshall. I'm beginning to become familiar when I see the name Will Marshall, because he hits us with these short motifs, and they're just wonderfully composed every single time. So let's let's check it out. This is Cinematic Idea. Oh, he said this one's longer than 30 seconds. He gave us a treat tonight. I would turn it up a little bit. I don't know. Let me finish listening before I start judging. I don't think the drums match this. Did I see anything? That one kind of left us hanging with that note. What was that? It ended on a 5. So my only gripe with this one, I would turn it up. I think the volume's kind of low, especially in the beginning. The drums don't match the cinematic vibe that you have with the horns and the strings, which sound great. I would like to hear more orchestral drums or cinematic drums, however you want to phrase it. I think those would match like a little bit better than like a regular drum kit snare. You know what I mean? I think it would match better. It would sound more cohesive. So that's the bigger thing. And then the ending, guess it depends on what's going on. Like this is more, it feels like film scorey, but if you're trying to use it as like an instrumental cue, then I would end on a 1 or a 6 or something like that, just to make it sound more like a definite ending. But I think you definitely have potential to do like scoring stuff, with some, I think that lane would suit you well just from the sound that I hear. So yeah, definitely keep it up, Will Marshall. Thanks for sharing. Kim Durr says definitely potential. Agreed. There you go. Embellish on those snares and the breakdown. Indeed. Movie score material. Yeah, exactly. More orchestral drums in the drum beat. Agreed. Lion King for sure. Do we have a Flares joint tonight? I don't think we do. I don't see anything from Flair, so I don't think we have to prepare the people. Oh, that's what. Okay, so what are we doing tonight, LW? Are we letting the people choose? Because they were struggling last week, but are we going to give them another chance to redeem themselves and properly pick an MVP? Let them know in the chat so they can be ready. But no, I don't think we have to do the disclaimer for Flares unless he pops in and gives us like some last minute craziness. I think we're good. All right, let's keep it going. Fred says add some he'd add some timpani in those build up swells. Yeah, that would sound dope. Yeah, indeed. So yeah, fill that joint up with like just some orchestral drums and percussion and things like that to glue it all together and make that joint build. You know what I'm saying? Take it all the way there. So, all right, let's go. LW says she's giving y'all some people to keep in mind. We're giving the people another shot. I love it. All right, y'all get a second chance. Let's go. So, where did I leave off? DJ Poise. Patience is a must. That's a fact. Let's go. Feeling real ambient right now. This is like mad relaxing, no lie. Those pads. Yo, that was dope. I would let it finish ringing out. But this is dope. I guess this would kind of be more so ambient stuff. And it kind of has like electronic elements to it with the, you know, the little synth ARP thing going on. But yeah, I agree, Michael. Super mellow vibes. Where could I hear this? I could hear this on like some workout apps, you know what I'm saying, during the cool down in between the sets. I think this could work in a couple different situations. It's you could just use the pads, upload this joint for streaming, use it for meditation. Yeah, there's a lot of flexibility in this track for sure. I'll create like a whole album of this stuff and then pitch it. WRK says I steam this on repeat for sure. Nice, smooth, ambient, and relaxing. Those pads were nice. They were super nice. Kim's rocking with it. Yeah. Patty P says nice vibe. Vegas lobby vibes. Showcase music, in my opinion. Dope mellow vibe. I imagine walking through a museum looking at some art just came to mind. There you go. Being played in the museum. So yeah, dope work, DJ Poise. Keep it up. Who else we got? Pink Room Music. Uh-oh. It says sports trailer vibes, and it says Black Panther Avenger FV1. Let's check this out. It's building. I can see it. Let me see that one. So I would want it to build more of the second half of this, like this part. Because it's like it's building and then it kind of stays in the same place, but I would like to hear it go to the next level and build a little bit more and then like end on some super crazy Sting ending. And yeah, you definitely have to solidify that that Sting ending, let it finish ringing out, make it a little bit stronger, adding man, like a orchestral hit or like a some, what do you call it, action hits or action strikes or something like that. They have some cool stuff, native instruments. But yeah, that you're on the right track. I would definitely like to hear that joint build a little bit more. And it took a minute to build as well. And if you're going for trailer, I would definitely keep listening and studying trailer music in the format as well, to kind of get a gist of, the kind of stuff that they throw in there. But good work overall. Not mad at that. Shout out to Mr. Pinkman. Fast and Furious montage. Strings are real nice. Some ear candy needed in the second half. Build up to the Sting. I agree. Got some high energy moments for sure. Could have had some breakdowns for change up. Brian is rocking with it. Love the build up, but I know it needs to jump into the concept faster. Yeah, indeed. Like we can cut that in half and get to the point. Let's see. All right, who we got next? We got Norm 67. Let's go. This is Sunset. Drop the fire emojis if y'all liking the music so far. For the new people in the stream, let me know where you guys are from. Let me know what you do. We're doing live music reviews, seeing if the music is ready for TV. Let's check this out. Mix is a little spicy on this one. You're my queen, I'm your king. We connected, we are linked. We not perfect, but in sync. You're my ride or die. Ain't gon' lie, you have me down and push me to try. First class when we fly. Like Miss T, I don't like to fly. Hey. My heart out here for you, really chasing. Hey, 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 hey. Yo, so let me. So this one, I love the energy of this track. I think it should be shorter, but I like the energy of it, and I think the mix and or master needs to be cleaned up a bit so it doesn't sound as clipping and distorted. But the joint is a vibe. Like I could definitely hear this being synced. Lyrically, it's dope. the energy on it, like the vocals, performance, like it just has like it's dope. It has a dope energy to it. Musician's Friend says Old Town Road inspired, and yeah, it definitely has that vibe. WR Keys rocking with it. Akila's rocking with it. Callie, I'm a fan first. Super dope. Russell Wilson comeback video music. Let's ride. Love the chat interaction. Indeed. Appreciate it. I just started trying to make my way through sync stuff. Hopefully I'm heading in the right direction. Absolutely, man. Sir Shedrick is rocking with it. Patty P giving you the lightning bolt. Drums hitting hard. Yeah, for sure. So, yeah. Super dope. Shout out to Norm67 Entertainment for submitting this. Loving it. Overall vibe is definitely there. I hear TV ads. Yeah, I think this one has a lot of potential. Yeah, get that mix right, man. Get that joint clean. And yeah, I think you'll be good to go. And then create more like these for sure. All right, let's go. What is this? Martini from Merritt Jalil. Let's check it out.
Dude, you play too much.
Gotta take the tag out. 808, the tune of it kind of goes out like right there. And you got that clipping sound. Gotta clean those samples up so they're not clipping. Sound selection is gonna be big on this one. Yeah, cleaning it up. Sound selection, better drums, kick, 808. I gotta have more to the track. I feel like it can be developed more. Because right now it's just like, kick, 808, drums, and then the guitar loop is going on. It's just kind of doing the same thing. So with TV music, you're kind of there's dynamics, right? So short intro, first verse is building up to the second hook. Second hook is where all your instrumentation is, and then you can go into a second verse, kind of break it down a little bit, maybe introduce a different melody or different sound, build that back up to the second verse, and then you can sting out with the sting ending. And usually, you can do that in a minute and a half to 2 minutes, especially for an instrumental cue. So this one, I think just keep working on the craft, keep studying, keep listening, and keep making music and getting better, man. So appreciate you submitting this, Jalil, I think it is, or Merritt Jalil. Lamar says a little loopy, indeed. Musician's Friend says change the 808, agreed. Maybe cool for a Queen of the South type show or a Narcos spinoff. Something weird. Yeah, hey man, like there's definitely opportunities for the more off kilter stuff, for sure. Let's go. We got retro love scene, Stranger Things vibes. This should be interesting. I like it already. Where's G McCrae at? He will be able to tell us. definitely retro vibes. Oh, I don't know. I don't know about that part right there. I would take that out. I would just take that out. That's gonna catch them off guard. But I like it though. I like the vibe. It's I think it would serve the purpose because it's not a track like this. You know, it doesn't have to do a whole lot. It just sets the vibe. But yeah, I definitely hear where you were going as far as the Stranger Things retro love vibes with this. Definitely has those vibes. Brian Keith Rogers is rocking with it. Yeah, indeed. Definitely can hear the Stranger Things vibes. Absolutely, LW. M. Ryan is feeling it. Brian Keith Rogers loves the Lord, and so do I. Yes, Michael, Rudy, yeah, we have praise and worship here on the stream occasionally as well. So definitely submit your gospel tracks and R&B as well, man. So yeah, no doubt. Maybe take out the chord melody for a few bars, give it a breather. I'm not mad at that. A sci-fi type of vibe for sure. Would love to hear a deep fat bass line, dope retro vibe. That would be dope. End it with the Sting ending, yes, because we were definitely approaching fade out. It didn't do like a hard fade, like it kind of let it fade out. But yeah, that the sound effect I would just take out. Yeah, because the note that ends on, like if you just ignore the sound, the note that it ends on doesn't necessarily resolve. So yeah, I think at least having the pass hit that resolving note would make the ending a little bit better on that one. But yeah, super dope. DJ Poise literally woke up from a nap. I produced Patience is a Must. Yeah, dope song. LW says the gospel song will be followed by trap music. That's how we do it here. Hilarious, man. Yeah, we have everything. Last week was probably like the most diverse week we've had on this joint. All right, let's keep it moving. I'd end on the 4. I'm low key addicted to ending things on the 4. If I'm playing live, but yeah, I think for this track, I think the 4 would sound good. Yeah. Let's see. This is My Drug. Let's check it out. Get ready to pick y'all's MVP tonight. Intro got to be shorter. Like no longer than like 12 seconds, 15 seconds. I would have added another instrument there. I like the ideas. Gotta have a sting ending, but I like the idea. Like the elements are there. I think it just needs to be developed more and structured, structured better for TV. I would definitely add at least a couple more instruments, something that moves a little bit more melodically, especially for the hook. Another note: when you're transitioning from say your verse to your hook. Play around with like taking things out like right before the hook drop. So taking your kick out, taking the sounds out, and just having like a moment of silence, risers, have drums drop out, something to like further solidify the transition and to give the listener the experience that you're going somewhere else. I think that helps a lot and goes a long way when editors hear those things, and it just makes the track more interesting to listen to versus the drums just keep going. They don't do anything until they stop, then they just stop. But then there's no build up to the next section. You know what I'm saying? Like some type of snare roll or the kick doing something a little bit different going into the next section. So just some things to keep in mind transitional wise, using risers and things like that, cymbal swells, all of that stuff works well to create those those elements. All right, let's see. Let me see. An arpeggio line based on the chorus would be a nice transition from section to section. I agree. I think that would be dope, and it would help give it movement too. The beat came in nice, needed sooner. Guitar plucks would be cool. Where them chords are, though, let those chords build on the breakdown. Love it. Strings, chord progression works well with the bass line. Hold 'em, E flat minor. Nice strings. Yeah, the strings were dope. I see a sting ending at the end on the wave file horizon. Man, it stopped right before it happened. Intro too long, agreed. So yeah, shorten that intro up, and shorten. You can probably even shorten the verses up, or shorten that breakdown up. You really only need for an instrumental. You really only need like a solid minute and a half, 2 minutes tops, unless they request otherwise, and you'll be good to go. John Power, I appreciate the super chat. The joint is called Renegade. Let's check it out. John Power, Renegade. Here it is. All right.
King of the jungle, ready to rumble, ayy. Turn on the hustle, we never stumble, ayy. Flex the muscle, we never fumble, ayy. We gon' run it up and level up and disobey. Top gun, having fun, lights, camera, action. Hard hitting, record spinning, got this in the bag,
I want to feel those drums more.
Push the party faster. I about to walk down with the top down, rumble and thunder, pounding the ground. Ay, ay, feeling the ground. Ay, ay, we never back down. Elevate the game, we are not the same. Changing lanes, you can get your claim. Lion with its main renegade. Elevate the game, we are not the same. Changing lanes, you can get your claim. Lion with its main renegade.
I'm in my zone, and I came to take it home, and I'm sitting on the throne. When you at your own,
need some mixing work.
You gotta set the tone. Go hard or go home. Losing ain't an option. Yeah, losing ain't an option.
Renegade, elevate the game. We are not the same. Changing lanes, you can get your claim. Lion with its main renegade. Elevate the game. We are not the same. Renegade.
Okay, it's almost there. I think with some mixing, swapping out some drums. Drums got like with a track with this kind of energy, like those drums got to come in hitting. Like I need those joints to smack. I want to feel the kick. I want to feel the snare. Cause your brat, like the stabs and all that stuff is there. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, and I would like to even the 808s to come through stronger. Like all of the rhythm section, like turn that joint up, and yeah, figure out a way to get those to punch through a little bit more. Vocal mixing, there's like some mixing tweaks with with the vocals, because like when you had the other vocalist come in, the other rapper, levels were kind of different. You know what I'm saying? You want to make sure everybody's, even though you have different voices, you know, during the mixing process, you got to make sure all those vocals are like sitting at the same level and kind of sitting in the pocket. So like, you know, if they get louder, if they get closer to the mic, you know, compression will help you kind of keep that vocal, the volume of the vocal in a pocket. So it's not like, you know, jumping up and or getting super low in some points, and it just kind of keeps it in a nice pocket. So you're not, so it doesn't sound inconsistent. So yeah, that would be my notes on that. But outside of that, lyrically, energy wise, excuse me, I definitely think it has potential to be used in TV and film. So yeah, the female vocal is fire. Agreed. Movement is key. Needs to hit harder, and it's chef's kiss. Yeah. Synth string sound could come up a little in the mix. Female vox are there for sure. Yeah, absolutely. Sounds a little like Nicki Minaj. Yeah, the snare was low. Nice vibe. A saucy snare with set joint off. Yeah, facts. Like, yeah, get the drums right. It's almost there, man. It's almost there. DJ Poise, I appreciate the super chat. Did we play? Oh yeah, we played your joint. Appreciate that. Love them toms, John. Love the feel, but I need more drums. Awesome energy. I like the girl voice. Renegade. Yeah. Super dope. Snare not cutting. So yeah, I think y'all get it. But thanks for submitting, John Power. That was dope. Is kick or bass with crash cymbal good for sting? Yes. Usually what my stings consist of is a kick, a crash, all of my sounds hitting on the same note. I may have an orchestral hit or some type of hit, some type of sound design hit or swoosh that has a hit at the end. So yeah, all of those things help build a strong sting ending. So yeah, for sure. All right, y'all. So LW dropped some candidates. It's up to y'all, man. So these are some MVP candidates. We got DJ Poise, G5 Productions, Christopher Butler, Norm 67, Brian Keith Rogers. That's who we have. Who will you all crown MVP tonight? Let's go. Drop it in the chat. I want to see who y'all pick. Said John got the power. Indeed. All right, I see G5. I'm not mad at that. We got one for G5. Who else we got? Who y'all picking? LW casted her vote. She says G5 Productions. I'm not mad at it. G5 is winning right now. It's Brian says I'm G5. G5 got it, man. Shout out to G5. G5 is my vote too. G5, you won tonight. Congratulations. G5 is MVP. Lamar says Brian Keith Rogers second. Yeah, that was a dope joint as well. Yeah. I'm not mad at that. So yeah, G5, good work, man. Keep it up. Shout out to everybody in the stream. I just want you guys to know that you are dope. And I appreciate y'all rocking with me, man. Every Wednesday. Y'all don't have to stay up if y'all don't want to, but y'all come and y'all show up and y'all hang out anyway. So I love it, man. Listen, if you don't know how to get your music placed in TV and film, Road to 10 Placements is the blueprint. It's my personal blueprint. I put all the things together. I made all the mistakes for you, so you can skip all the entire rat race that I went through trying to figure this stuff out, man. Just get straight to the point. This is what I did to get my first 10 TV placements in a year. And now I'm showing you how to do it. On the Road to 10 Placements, most producers add the How to Structure Instrumentals for TV course for 50% off. There's like a box you can check. I'm going to walk you through exactly how to structure music. I'm going to show you exactly how I create my sting endings, exactly everything I use for stuff that has actually gotten plays for me, and not just me, a bunch of other producers all over the world, Canada, UK, the States, all over the place. So roadto10placements.com. There's a discount code in the video description. Use that, get a discount. And that's it, man. I'm out. Y'all have a good rest of the week, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.